Good morning, or should I say good afternoon. It is almost the afternoon. I have never slept this late before in my adult life. I woke up at like 10 a.m. I actually had an 8:30 workout class that I didn't even just sleep through the start of it, I slept through the entirety of it. So needless to say, I think I'm a little jet lagged from the bachelorette trip that I took to Las Vegas last week, and I hate to break it to you, but there is not gonna be a vlog from that trip. I didn't even really think about it when I was talking about vlogging it, but there's a reason there's that phrase, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. I just did not want to be responsible for 14 people's digital footprint, especially since we had some like teachers and some people that work like with government security clearances and stuff. I just did not want to like get a clip of something that I would have been fine with posting on the internet that other people wouldn't have been. So no Vegas vlog. Hopefully you can understand, but I did post a couple pictures and TikToks and stuff if you want to see outfits and vibes and how the little craft projects and stuff that I did in the last vlog turned out. Go over to my Instagram and TikTok because there's some snippets there, but fortunately, no vlog. You'll just have to use your imagination. It was so much fun. Literally had the best time. One of the things I have to do today is write down our itinerary and post and share that. So if you're planning a Vegas bachelorette and you saw like the crafts and the DIY and kind of like the themed stuff leading up to it, but you're at a loss for what to actually like book and plan, if you're in charge of this for your friend group, I will share what we did in the stories probably, and then also there's going to be a TikTok about it. So that's the first thing on my to-do list today. This is good. I need to think about what I need to do today. I need to do some laundry. I need to unpack. I need to get back to work. I need to clear out my inbox. So far all I've done is make my bed and make this coffee. A little planner update. I got some planners at the beginning of the year, like the A5 refillable like binder style planners, and I'm loving them. I was such a planner girl in like middle school, high school. I was like a Lily Plitzer planner girl to my core. I remember begging my parents to buy me those like $50 day designer, whatever they are, planners every single school year. So this is the adult version of that. I only have two because I got a really good deal on this one. If this hadn't been a deal, I definitely wouldn't have that size. This is like the true A5. This is the one that I would recommend getting, but I just got a bunch of inserts. These ones are all from Amazon, and that way if the format of the insert isn't really vibing with your lifestyle or your tasks or something, you can continuously like switch out your insert over the course of the year or years and years and years, like life. Like this could be like an address book. Do people still have address books? Like this could be an address book. This could be like a brainstorm notebook, like goal setting. This could be like more of like a purse or a travel version of your larger like desk planner. I love it. I think Filofax is the other like major brand that does the covers, like leather covers and stuff, but I'm sure you can get some on Amazon. I am just obsessed and it makes me feel so put together. I have yet to do my guest room like turnover, even though the next pet sitter I have is the exact same girl that just pet sit. I'm still gonna like refresh the sheets so they're not like wrinkled and they're all crispy and clean. But I'm trying to get in the habit of doing this right after a trip instead of leaving it like this before my next trip, because then that just adds like another thing to my to-do list when I'm prepping for a trip. How many times can I say trip? So anyways, I'm gonna throw this all in the wash, hopefully just have the bed remade tonight, and then I won't have to think about it. My next trip isn't for another week and a half, I think, but I am entering the busy season of travel in my life. I feel like April and festival season really just kicks off a lot of travel. I have some weddings in June and July. I have a wedding in Italy in July that I'm so excited for. I actually booked a lot of the hotels and kind of travel around that yesterday. So I really need to double down on these post-travel reset days and just dial in my routine and set myself up for success on the next trip. I really don't like these pillows in here. I need to like reconfigure the bed. I actually think I'm gonna get a new mattress for in here, because this one is the mattress that I got like fresh out of college 7 years ago, and I slept in here the other day just out of curiosity and I don't really like it. So I think I need to upgrade my guest room a little bit, especially with all of the pet sitters and travel and guests that I have in the summer. I think the guest room is gonna be my next makeover task. Like, look at this setup that I have right now. I can't even get to it. It's like this huge foam topper thing on top of this mattress that never quite like settled, but maybe it was also just the pressure of this mattress pad that kind of overtops, kind of covers the whole thing, but definitely could improve this setup. And speaking of house projects, you can kind of see behind me that the backyard is coming along nicely. This has been a marathon, not a sprint, but I think in the next like month or two, it will be completely ready. I mean, it's ready now for like spring and summer hosting, but obviously I just have my own list of things that I want to do and like add and decorate. Like I want to put up some string lights, which I actually have, and I just got the pole to put the string lights up on, so maybe I can do that this weekend if I borrow my neighbor's ladder. I actually need to borrow the neighbor's ladder because I still have Christmas lights up and it's almost April. But in my defense, I've been traveling, and whenever there's like a good weekend to do it, the weather isn't good, or I just chicken out because being on the roof is really scary in the first place. I now fully understand why people pay to put Christmas lights up, to have someone come and do it, because it's terrifying up there. But I need to take my Christmas lights down at this rate. Maybe I just leave them up all year and I just turn them on in the winter months. But the backyard's looking good. I want to get some new plants, but it's kind of like dipped down. It's cold again, and I am put together in some regards, but I'm definitely not put together enough to go and put like blankets on my plants in the winter. No, I can't trust myself to plant anything until it's warm out, and I don't have to worry about tucking them in for bed. Is this the right shade? I have 2 shades of this stick. One's a little lighter than the other. I do one of them under my eye. I need to do an updated makeup routine. It's been a while, and I've been getting compliments, which is astounding considering that this is my technique. But having a little bit of makeup on always makes me feel a little bit better about tackling my day and getting on meetings and stuff. I haven't unpacked my brushes. Someone's knocking. I literally just answered the door like this because I thought it might be a package that I had to sign for. Who the heck sent me these? I am so excited for the card. He was like, hope it's a special occasion. I'm like, I don't know what occasion it is. Oh my god! Wait, that's insane. It's a thank you from Francesca and the other girls on The Bachelorette, because if you didn't see, in the most iconic turn of the century, I was able to work with MGM Grand on a lot of The Bachelorette like reservations and tables, and we got like some comped bottles for bottle service and stuff. So it's funny because The Bachelorette was already planned and we were already doing it at MGM, and then there was a hiccup in getting reservations. So Fran had asked me to reach out and see if I couldn't get like maybe like a PR contact to help us get like the 14-person like huge reservations. We were just hitting some walls because I think we might have waited a little bit too long to get reservations of that size or something. I can't remember exactly what the hiccup was, but we had planned The Bachelorette at the MGM Grand, and then I reached out to the MGM PR team about something in particular, and the MGM PR team came back with the most insane like package of things that they asked if we wanted, and we were like, yes. So I had a couple of things to post that had like sponsored by MGM hashtags on them throughout the weekend. But in case you were watching that and wondering like how that came to be, that was just coincidental, and we had planned pretty much all of that on our own, and then the puzzle pieces just kind of like fit back together. But wow, that is so nice. Anyways, let's see if this will still blend out after my 5-minute intermission. Note to self, don't let your makeup sit like this. Oh no, it's okay. I have an event actually at 4 today that I'm probably gonna shower and just like blow dry my hair and start over and get ready for at 3. So this is just makeup to look good on calls, and because I looked back in my last vlog and I was like, you didn't put on makeup once. You look like an ogre. You're a little bit too comfortable on camera these days. It's not often that I get large floral deliveries, but when I do, I like to split them into different vases so I can add like a little bit of sunshine into multiple rooms and not just have like the one big one on like the dining room table or something. So I split the flowers into one to go on the TV stand, one in the dining room, and then this one in my office. So that way it's spread all around the house and I get to enjoy it even more. And this vase is kind of funny because this was us running from men in Vegas. I thrifted this cup and I use it as a vase. It's piece de resistance, but it's like a girl running from a guy. Beautiful. Actually looks insane. And then once the dining room table is cleared off, these will go here. I multitasked on an internal call and I prepped some lunch. I did quinoa, ground chicken, which the ground chicken I just seasoned with this stuff. This is new to me. I just picked this up at the grocery store. 24 herbs and spices. It kind of, this is ground chicken, but if you do one on ground turkey, it like low-key smells like Thanksgiving. It's just kind of like good generic seasoning for like veggies or meat or something. And I just made bowls with like spinach, arugula, some veggies, kind of like a Greek situation, mainly just because I did feta and hummus. But you could do this with like a different type of dip, and this is how it turns out. And now I have all these leftovers for tomorrow. Always a little bit humbling when the reason you're late didn't even turn out that good. Like, sorry I'm late, I was doing my hair and then this is the hair. I mean, it doesn't look like that bad, but I don't like being late. I'm going to an event for the Kentucky Derby, but I believe that's still like a couple weeks away, but it's like to promote Woodford Reserve in the context of the Kentucky Derby. So I think they're teaching, I don't really know what I'm going to, if you can't tell, but I'm excited because I feel like I've said for a really long time that I don't really like dark liquors. Like I don't really do bourbons, whiskeys, anything like that. But I feel like College Clara, whatever bottom shelf dark liquor she first tried, kind of like paved the way for that opinion. And I used to think that I hated tequila, but now tequila is like my go-to. So I'm excited for this because I think it's a cocktail making class, but I'm hoping it's going to teach me ways to mix bourbons and dark liquors in ways that I like and enjoy. That's what I'm off to right now. My friend Kenna is joining me. I'm wearing this top from Fashion Pass. It's like a brown silky top, and then I have on some jean shorts. I'm carrying this bag, and then I'm doing little heels. Is it the weather for this outfit? The hair kind of looks good. I'm too hard on myself.
She's getting married in a little bit. Fuck in your vlog.
You just did.
It's pretty much like a brie, and then I've got a porter wash cheddar here. It's a little warmer than yesterday.
Feeling like a little Barbie doll in my workout outfit this morning. Lululemon set, and then pink wrap top is from, there's no tag in it. I wanted to make some oatmeal for breakfast, and I have two different brands. This one's maple cinnamon roll, and this one is maple brown sugar. I feel like that's the same thing, so I'm just gonna mix them. This is the Purely Elizabeth protein, and this is the Kodiak protein. I feel like it's gotta be like very similar. Waiting for the water to boil. I've got my landscaper here today to do the yard, like trim the yard, cut the grass, trim the trees and like bushes and stuff. So that's gonna be exciting. I'm excited to see it all like trimmed up and cleaned up. It's like a fresh haircut. Last night's event was so fun, and they sent us home with a couple of things to host our own derby party with. I got the limited edition Woodford Reserve Kentucky Derby bottle. They actually gave us like an envelope to make like a bet on a horse, and then they played an old horse race that obviously has like already happened. You can find like a vintage one probably on YouTube, and everyone pays in to get like a ticket. So you would give like 10 bucks to get a ticket. The ticket has the name of a horse. You don't get to choose which horse you get. And then it's just kind of like a fun betting game of like, we watched the horse race, and then at the end you got to like open your envelope, or you could open the envelope during the race and see what horse you had, like based on the random envelope you were given. And it was really fun. And I want to do that. I feel like I could have a fun little derby, not derby party, because you could do that really any time of the year. You could just choose your own weekend and choose your own date, but it would be fun to do that like as an activity at a true like Kentucky Derby party. But I want to do some sort of like fun outdoor board thing. Really, like I hosted a Masters party one year, but I'm not going to do that this year because I'm traveling during the Masters. But I feel like a derby party would be fun, and I could do that activity and make it derby themed at any point in the year or any point in the summer. You can tell I don't make oatmeal often. Oddly enough, I have another event today. I'm trying to say yes to more events in Charleston, because Charleston does have a really cool like branded event, like influencer, if you will, like blogger scene. And there are a decent number of events that I usually say no to just because I don't like I don't know, they're usually during weekdays, like in the afternoon. There's usually like a drink or two involved, so it's definitely like gonna disrupt your day, and it's probably gonna like, if you're like me, it's probably gonna like evolve into like a happy hour or something else, like a dinner with the people that go to it. So I usually say no to them just because I don't know what my week is going to be like, and I don't want to commit. Like I don't want to commit to going and then tell them that I'm not going. I'd rather just say I'm not going than be like, oh man, like I could have made that work. But I'm trying to say yes to more of them, especially because some really sick brands and sick opportunities have come. Like last night's event, today's event is with Hill House. We have a Hill House store here, so they do a few things like kind of regularly, and I always love their events. And then Shop Op was just in town, so I got to go to a Shop Op like rag and bone dinner. Next week, Goriana is going to be here. Goriana. And that name always trips me up, but like the jewelry brand is doing an event on Monday of next week. So trying to be better about just like saying yes and figuring it out later, because nothing is ever that serious, and it's a good way to like make new friends and meet people and just obviously network. So I have another event today, but I'm gonna eat my oatmeal and try and get some stuff done before I have to get ready for that. Before I waste my time steaming a dress that doesn't fit me, I suppose I should try it on. This is actually not the dress that they sent me to wear. I don't really love the dress they sent me to wear, so I'm gonna wear a Hill House dress that I bought myself because I saw an Instagram ad for it and I was like, yeah, I need that. I am a fan of like a mini dress, especially if my options are midi or mini. I'm always gonna go mini. Sounds very similar, but I feel like with my proportions, I'm 5'8" and I have like a rather long torso, I would say. So a midi with a D dress kind of always like hits at a weird point on my calf, so the minis are always the safer option. Plus I have like a bridal brunch to go to for one of my friends in June that I think this will be just perfect for. It's also a good Easter dress. I don't know if this is still for sale. I got it like a couple weeks ago, but it's Hill House and I never tried it on, so let me go do that. Like a glove. Oh my gosh, I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with this color and it fits me so well, at least in like the armpits. Like it doesn't pull or like snap at anything, and I still have my regular bra on and I feel like the straps are covered, so now I just have to seam it. 2 nights in a row. I have a hair appointment this morning because if I wanted to get my hair trimmed, which is in desperate need of a trim, I'm kind of going to use this trim as like a blank slate and try a bunch of new hair products because I feel like I'm doing the Nutrafol. Am I really doing anything else, honestly? No. I just feel like I could be doing more for my hair. Like I have obviously like a skincare routine. I don't have a hair care routine. I just use like shampoo and conditioner and I go to bed with wet hair, and I'm expecting Nutrafol to like work wonders when I should be using like a nicer shampoo. Not necessarily a nicer shampoo, but like a shampoo that targets the things that I want to target. Like I have growth under control. Like I love the Bond & Boost HG shampoo for growth, but I think I need something more like for my hair texture and my hair type. Like I need stuff for frizz, I need stuff for breakage, I need stuff for hydration, and I've just been going like balls to the wall, for lack of better words, on like growth stuff. But my hair is like begging for mercy. So I'm getting a trim today. Probably gonna get a gloss because this is my only opportunity to get my hair done before Coachella. I'm not doing Stagecoach this year. I'm doing Coachella, which is like so exciting. I need to talk more about like my favorite music festivals and stuff since we're in festival season. I have been a festival girl since, not like a festival like rave type of girl, but I went to Gov Ball right after high school. That was like my high school graduation like trip. I went to Gov Ball in New York City. I've been to Bonnaroo, been to the one in like North Charleston, but it was the year that Noah Khan and Hozier. See, I shouldn't have even been allowed to go. Why did they let me buy tickets to that? I go to so many festivals like self-funded, and obviously there's kind of this like realm of influencer and like brand festivals too. I've been to Stagecoach before with a group of friends where we just like paid our way, bought the house, like did our whole thing there. And then I've had the opportunity to go to Stagecoach twice with Base, and this is my first time going to Coachella. I'm so excited. I don't know if I've mentioned that before. I'm keeping a lid on the brand I'm going with because it is just the most iconic thing ever, and I have so much fun content planned. So you'll find that out, but long story long, this was my last opportunity to get my hair done based on the availability of my hair girl. So I think I'm gonna get a gloss, even though I'm not really due for one, but I will be due for one in 2 weeks time. I'm like crunchy from my slick back. I just did hairspray today. Anyways, I was here early, but I think now I'm gonna be late. So let me go in. I'm just gonna get a gloss and a little bit of a trim, probably get like my layers, like my face grooming pieces brought up a little bit, because right now like the swoopy piece like this is sitting down here and I feel like it should sit up here. But I really just let her have her way with it, especially when it comes to a trim. I'm like, I don't want you to trim much off, but I want you to trim off like reasonably how much I need to, because it's so damaged at the bottom. I asked on Instagram yesterday for recommendations for like hair care stuff, so maybe I'll go through all those recommendations and just sit in my car and go to like Ulta on the way back. I think there's a Sephora out here too. People give great recommendations, but it's not like products that I've ever seen cross my desk in terms of PR. So I need to go to Ulta and just like follow these recommendations to a T instead of just like trying random products that come to me. I need to like have a game plan. Hair looks great per usual. I go to Lauren Black. She always kills it. I don't even like ask her for the color anymore. She just like does it. It's like a deep kind of, it's very close to my natural color. It's just like a shade or two darker, and obviously the gloss just adds like a healthy vibe and like shine. But I get like a dark, almost like espresso brown edging into the black territory for my gloss, and then I just ask for like face framing layers and like a trim. She gave me like 1.5 inches off, I think. Looks better already. I already see some split ends. Oh no, oh no. I was gonna cut them. I'll just wish them well. But I got distracted on my way home. I went to the grocery store, which was needed. And then I went to a bakery, which was justifiable. I got some cookies and I got a loaf of bread to make my tuna salad sandwiches on. And then I went to an estate sale just because I passed a sign for it, and obviously you have to stop. They have some really good prices. Specifically loving this clock. I don't even know if it's gonna work, but I have like a Target clock in the Shed gym right now that just like, I mean, it looks like a Target clock, and this is just gonna look sicker. It has more personality. I never said it wasn't broken. I could even put it up there. I'm due for like a deep spring clean and house restyling. But then the other thing I got is one of those like match striker holders. I also got a planter, but I have to go and pick that up. at a later date when I have help. Now I have to make my tuna salad sandwiches on this bakery bread that's going to be insane. I should wash my hands before I touch my food. Tomato, cheese, tuna. Oh, this can is dented. Hopefully I don't die of botulism. I love that clock so much. I'm obsessed. These, so freaking good. It's like a healthy, is it really healthy? Who knows? But it's like no dyes, you know, less sugar, I think. I don't know. Healthy version of Nerds Gummy Coasters. Red onion and some celery for the tuna salad. And then some chips to go on the side. I got this bread in case I didn't make it to the bakery in time, but this is good like avocado toast bread. You'll see that that's better like tuna salad. And then they had a rotisserie chicken. And I feel like when you're presented with a rotisserie chicken, you just have to buy it, especially because I don't really have any meals planned for this weekend. And whenever you need one, they don't have it. So I was like, let me just get this and have it for the weekend. Look at this bread. It's sourdough. I'm not even making tuna cotta. I'm making a tuna salad sandwich. I watched a tutorial on how to wrap your sandwiches in parchment paper like you got it at a deli, and I can't stop doing it.